Hey, what's up, guys? The FX Hunter here with weekly Forex forecast for the 17th October. And I'm fucking freezing. I don't know why the guy who I'm renting the office from him, he's probably turning the heating for the weekends. And in my country now, the winter is coming and it's cold in here. Anyway, the last week was quite difficult for me, honestly, because I was expecting that the dollar accumulation will continue, and it will probably continue. So I thought that most of the majors, for example, euro, will just make a correction and then the continuation higher. However, it didn't happen. The correction was bigger. Actually, the whole week was the sell-off. So if we just blindly open the sell on the Sunday, the drop would be nice as well. Something similar happened on the Aussie. Kiwi just smaller correction. USD franc amazing correction. USD cat amazing correction. We actually entered the shorts on the tops of both of these trades, but I closed them earlier because I thought that it will might break, but now it's dropping. It's a part of the game. Sometimes you have the feeling that this and that, but it happened differently. Anyway, so we had a loss on the Aussie and we closed earlier loss on the Euro and the Euro JPY, and we had these two 10 pips trades. So overall, what is the great actually is that this is my application which showing me the retail positions. When you're watching this and the markets changed against what you expect, I was able to see that it will go deeper, so we get out quite quickly, and we end up this week I think minus 0.5%. So for this week we still for this month we still trading around 4.5% in the profit in the signal service. In the mom account I'm around plus 3% or something like that, and yeah, so not bad. And actually, what now? So what happened with the COT data? We can see that on the dollar, the banks actually started to accumulate some long positions, which is quite good news. But the dollar has came into that long-term trend line. It's a second touch of this trend line, and we will see what's gonna be happening right now, because they have positive net positions right now, but just 500. It's not, I think, enough for the breakup. So I'm expecting the dollar to move lower again into that stop loss zone which we are seeing there for quite a long time, and it was not visited yet. So I think that they will come in there. Which would mean that the euro and the Aussie should go higher, but I don't see that too much as a case, because on the euro there actually was a big drop in the long positions as well in the net positions, and there is a slight growth in the short. So might we will be going lower. We will see. USD franc, it has came up, and we can see that the banks actually started to close the longs positions on the franc, so the franc started to weakening and they bringing the shorts, but the cat is very similar to USD franc, but the cat is strengthening more, so I think the USD cat will go lower. As well, what I found interesting is the pound. Actually, I was quite sometimes I just don't trade some pairs because they doesn't make sense too much for me, but the pound starting to make sense. That actually was I don't know why, but basically there was a negative positions, positive positions, then negative again. It's a lot of changing, might because of the Brexit, but if the dollar will be coming strong, I think that the upside move on the pound is limited. We will see. As well, I'm finding interesting the JPY pairs right now. The JPY is still quite looking quiet, but as we have seen some drop in the positions in the pound, euro, and the franc, I think these three pairs against the JPY could could drop lower again, because we have seen the drop actually 2-3 weeks ago. Then we've been in this corrective move, which was the definitely corrective structure, because it wasn't sharp move but more like, you know, the move which is making this small move accumulation, and I think that now we can see the strong push again. Alright, so this is it, and let's go to the charts, my friend. As well, I will pick up the winner of this comment competitions, and as I said, this week I will pick up the one person on the trading view who was commenting the most, who was the most enthusiastic in the trading, and I will have a Zoom call with that guy. I think I already know who's gonna be that, because this guy really looks like very interested in the trading, and I'm open to help him. So all right, my friends, let's go. Alright, my friends, so we are now looking to my website, where you can find all the tools which I'm using for my trading. Here is, for example, these retail positions, which you can sort out as per the traders are trading it for the shorts or the longs. Now, I want to explain one thing. Many people think that you just look here, you know, you see franc yen 65% to the shorts, 35% to the long. Then might you think you should go long because there is a less longs than shorts, and if you know that we should go against the retail. But important is how it came into this number. If you go and unclick this, and you will see something interesting. Yes, here is now 35% people in the long, but it was 12. What's that mean? That means that right now, as the price is dropping on the franc yen, because the chart looks something like this. Actually, we had this move, this move, this move, and now we are on the top of the channel and price is moving down, and we have 35% on the longs, which is somewhere in here, and it was 17 in here. So yes, we have more people in shorts, but price will most likely go down, because these people who had this 17% and price started to drop. Currently we have 35%, so it's increasing, right? You must look at this, you must find these divergences. It's not so stupid simple that you can see, oh, we have more longs than shorts, we should go long. That would be so easy. It doesn't work like this. This is not the holy grail. This is not the semaphore which will tells you green go buy, red go short. It doesn't work like this. Forex is not that easy, and you always must use your brain a bit at least. So here, if you click COT, you have the bank's positions data, right, which you can just go through it, compare it, you know, study that. You can as well pick up the crosses, so easily you can compare the relationships between these two pairs or whatever. So I think this is an amazing tool which I'm providing for you. For some people it's not working as well, because I don't know why so many people trying to use my email, or even some haters using the email like fuck Dave, you know, whatever. I understand this. With every success comes the haters, so those who gonna hate, they gonna hate. Anyway, you will not stop me with helping to others. Alright, so let's go to the charts. So here is the dollar index. I was saying last week that I'm expecting the price to move higher in here. So we've been expecting the correction and then the down again. The correction was happening, and it has came into this trend line, right? So kind of where I was expecting that, and now I'm thinking the price will drop down. So what we see in the positions, we can see the banks has added the longs, so they actually doing it for quite some time right now, but they are still holding these shorts, and I think these shorts has to be closed somewhere in the profit for this is these two liquidity zones built in here. And I think as the price will be dropping down, they will be building their more longs positions. Probably they can take it somewhere in here, and from here we will see the break, right? So it's all coming. There is probably something around the 20 days until the US election, so we will see, right? So as said, they are now, you can see, changing to the positive, but it's just slightly, and just 500 positive net positions, which is still nothing. So we will see what's gonna happen. Of course, what can happen, it can break higher, then retest, and it can be like this. Anything can happen on the any forex market, right? All right, so I'm waiting. We have this probability that this is gonna happen, and we will see. Next one is euro. In here I was actually expecting the price to retrace and continue higher. It retraced but drop lower, right? So here, as I said, I was wrong, and as I have seen that the positions number are changing, so we actually closed the trade with a slight loss, not any big deal. And what now? Well, I said that I'm expecting on the dollar to happen this correction, right? So if this corrects, that should mean that the euro should go higher. It's still all possible, but I might more seeing the positive potential of the drop lower, because there is a traders trapped in the longs, and as well we can see that yes, the banks has been decreasing their longs positions. The net positions are decreasing. We can see slight bigger drop in here. We can see the net positions, the short positions growth, drop in the longs, you know, and it happened in this period. So now it's gonna be question what's gonna be here, because here is this stop loss zone, right? So this liquidity zone, so it can be visited like this and then higher again, or maybe, you know, drop. It's what well, the Monday, Tuesday will show us what's gonna happen right now. So I will be waiting for now. I actually have a short trade, and I'm thinking it will drop up. As said, I will be waiting with the giving the some more you know, like direction oriented advices. Here on the Aussie, the price broke through this. I was expecting a correction and up again. However, it did not happen. The price dropped lower. Sorry, price dropped lower, retraced it, and dropped lower again. So now let's try to decode this. We can see that again the growth in the longs position. So what's going on now? We can see that this growth was from here in this period, right? So they had these longs positions here, and then the next days the price dropped. So what happened? I think they took the profit, because look, now this column bill works, right? We can see that they've been in this 123K, 123K long, so they had to take some profit out, and I think we will see at least the drop into this bottom, maybe even bigger, because there is a quite some people catched in the longs, right? As well, here is this channel respected, which I actually had drawn in here last week, but I thought that as I have seen these positions like this, you know, that it will not happen, right? As well, what is important in here, yes, we can see the growth in the longs, but look, they added 10K shorts, right, in this. So they actually added 2K longs to bring the price up, and they on this way up build it these shorts. The next days the price dropped. So what that means, it actually means for me that the drop could continue, right? So, or it can be actually the ranging, because if the dollar will be making that correction, that would be probably ranging here, you know, and then the drop. We will see. It's not so clear currently, but I'm more to the short side currently oriented. This is a kiwi. Here I was expecting that the price drops, then this, then retrace again and up. So it was actually happening up, 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 down, and then I was expecting this move up. It did not happen, so price is currently on here, on this level right now, right? But it dropped lower, retraced it. So what we're seeing right now in here, yes, we are seeing that here is they added the 4K longs, they added 2K shorts, but it was here on this top. Then the price the next days dropped. So same case like the Aussie, on the move up, they've been adding the longs positions slightly, but as well they've been adding the shorts. Then they reported, and since the next days the price is dropping, they probably closed some more longs, or they added more shorts, and the price is now on the way down. So what we're seeing here is still the gap in this channel. So what can happen is slightly up and down, right, into this long-term big stop loss zone. I think it can visit it. All right, next one is pound dollar. So we are long-term expecting the retest of this trend line. This trend line is something like this here, and it's quite being tested for quite some time right now. And I think that we are coming close into this drop, right? Because what we see here is the drop in the longs. You can see some drop in the shorts. However, if this looks confusing for you, check this, and we can see that we are getting more into the short side, right? Here is what I was talking in the beginning of this video, that look, they've been negative, positive, negative, you know, so it's hard to know what to think before the Brexit is coming. We will see. If the dollar is coming strong, this looks good as well. This looks more like accumulation move than not like a strong impulse, right? So this structure could bring the, you know, some bigger breakdown. Let's see. Next one is the USD franc. So here's the USD franc. What I was actually expecting is the correction and then move down, right? So the price has made a correction, and now I have the channel slightly different. Why is that? It's because the channels are actually, how I'm looking at the channels, it's they are developing, right? So the last week my channel was like this. So I was expecting the correction which happened, and then the drop down, right? So we had this correction into this channel. In here we entered the shorts, but I closed it with the 10 pips profit, and just 10 pips, right? But we are out, and now, you know, it looks different. Why? Because this low is confirmed for me right now, so I need to adjust the channel, and we don't see it here how it's looking in there, but the channel is like this, and here is probably something like this, you know. So that's how I have the channels. I have connected these two lows, and now my target is projected by this, right? So I'm expecting the move higher. Why? Look what's here. This is the longs positions on the Swiss contract, not on the USD franc, right? Now let me show you something. I will bring back my website. Some people thinking time to time that I have some mistakes in here, but not. Look, this is the franc. If you click the franc, here on the left side you can see the data for the Swiss franc. So we are seeing that the longs positions are dropping, and on the right side you can see USD franc, right? So you can see the shorts are decreasing and the longs slightly increasing, right? It's same for the CAT and the JPY. So it's not wrong, those who think that it's different than on the website, but this is data for the Japanese yen, and this is for the USD JPY. It's actually the same, only it's reversed, because it gives you the vision of the contract, because the JPY contract is actually the JPY USD, but USD JPY is the opposite, right? Okay, let's go back. So here, as said, USD franc expecting up move, because we are seeing decreasing in the short contracts for the Swiss franc. So if they closing the shorts on the Swiss franc, that's becoming positive, right? So expecting the up move for this week. We can see as well the decrease in the net positions. They probably reach their maximum with this very low number, which is, you can see the extreme, right? So the USD franc looks now bullish. USD JPY. Oh, on this USD franc, actually here I had, because I'm posting these videos on the TradingView but posting them on the YouTube as well, I had actually this funny comment, right? Where I was expecting this retracement and then the down. So I have made the video on the YouTube because I'm doing this updates every day. And this guy, he wrote me, I'm terrible trader, and he has to block me. All right, my friends, please block me and go somewhere else. If you cannot accept that sometimes the someone is not completely right, and actually I was right, the retracement happening here, we end up in small profit. So if anyone in here who's watching this video is looking for the 100% right analysis, and you are not able to accept that sometimes is someone wrong, and you probably will not accept that you will be sometimes wrong, then I suggest you don't trade, because then the trading is not for you. I guarantee you, in the trading you will be many times wrong, and what is important is how much you lose when you wrong and how much you win when you right. Basically it's can be said like that, this is not the business about being wrong and right. You always will be time to time wrong. Important is how you manage the risk. All right, anyway, it's here's the USD JPY. We expected the drop, then move higher. You know, the price dropped, and the JPY, as said, it's quite nothing much happening, right? If you look at this is not telling you nothing, but if you look at the bigger picture, we can see decrease in the longs positions. But it was happening in here, and then they boom, they added, right? So something, and it was actually before as well. So it's like a third cyclus when this is happening, and might we will see, what I'm expecting in here is a slight move higher, or maybe bigger move higher, and then strong JPY again. All right, and this is the last one. Okay, my friends, I wish you have a great weekend. Prepare your trading plans, and I suggest you to follow me on the TradingView, because there you can comment with your questions. Here on the YouTube, I honestly don't have too much time to answer all the questions in here. I'm doing it on the TradingView. Why? Because I have the open charts in there every day. So open the TradingView account, comment there, and you can as well post your charts in there, so we can make a discussion about the trading in there, right? So I think it's a great platform, and we are the professionals, and we should use it for the discussion of our training, right? So there you can post the charts, and you can post as well your opinions. Not come to me with just the questions, what I think about GBP USD. How you mean it? What I think on the 1 minute chart, what I think about the 5 minute charts, and in the end it doesn't matter what I think. You can see that that the markets will do each own things, no matter what I think. All right, my friends, have a great weekend. Bye bye.